Edsel Laurel writes, "Hi, love the show. Was there ever going to be a sequel to Forrest Gump? I heard a few years ago that there were talks about it. Do you think there will ever be a sequel?"
As a matter of fact, I do know for a fact that there were some discussions about it. But I don't think, to the best of my knowledge, those discussions were very short and didn't actually go anywhere. And I've got to admit something up front. I've got a bit of a chip on my shoulder about Forrest Gump. I don't give Forrest Gump the credit it deserves. It's a very good movie. It's an Academy Award-winning film, yeah. But I always think bad thoughts when I think of Forrest Gump, and here's why. Is because it is one of the participants in what I consider to be the greatest snub in Oscar history. Forrest Gump won Best Picture that year instead of one of the maybe top 10 greatest movies of all time, The Shawshank Redemption. You know, it's funny now, today, you look at most critics' lists and top things of all time list, you will normally find Shawshank Redemption in the top 25, usually in all those lists. You will not find Forrest Gump on any of those lists. History has judged, and they have judged in favor of Shawshank Redemption. And so I always carry this chip on my shoulder very unfairly because Forrest Gump is a great movie, but I always get irritated when I think about that film because it snubbed Shawshank Redemption. But as far as I know, no sequel, nor do I think we should want a sequel. I mean, that movie's so wrapped up that there is really nowhere else to go with that, in my opinion. Amy Rose, would you be interested in something like a Forrest Gump sequel?
I think it's been too long, and I don't carry a chip on my shoulder for this. I think Forrest Gump is an amazing film. Tom Hanks, I mean, just what he brought to that character, and Sally Field and Lieutenant Dan, and like everything about it. And Shawshank Redemption is one of my favorite films. It's definitely in my top 10, but I don't really think that it was snubbed because the Academy is pretty damn predictable. Forrest Gump is much more of an Academy film than The Shawshank Redemption.
You think? I don't know. I would think Shawshank is actually like the template for what the Academy likes to look for.
I think that, especially because Forrest Gump, wow, weird.
Freudian slip.
Weird. It's not a dump. Forrest Gump. No, not a Freudian slip. Just a mistake. Forrest Gump. I think that, you know, it deals with a lot of important times in history, spun in a, you know, very imaginative, creative way to explain a lot of things that clearly are fictional. But I think that just, you know, the whole veteran aspect and just what he contributed to the world and U.S. nations, and like, I definitely think it's an Academy picture. And it was a phenomenal movie. Both are, but Shawshank Redemption hits home a little more for me. But Forrest Gump is, what the hell? Forrest Gump is a classic. And I'm definitely not sad that it won because it's an amazing film. But it's been too long. Let that film rest where it lives.
And at the time of the Oscars, it had all that technology that was on the forefront. Yeah. And it just, I don't know, I think it was more of a moment movie than Shawshank was. Shawshank will live forever, though. Because even when you look back at Forrest Gump now, you're like, oh, that special effect is interesting.
I think it holds up.
Yeah, well, the acting does, that's for sure.
Hey guys, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and will keep you up to date on all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC Movie Talk Show. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter to find out about our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.